Escape with this win after a very choppy and interrupted game. Got a very tough week coming up at North Texas and Memphis back here, so we're excited where we are to be where we are right now at this point in the season, with a lot of basketball still to play and us still trying to regain our rhythm on both sides of the ball.
Coach, you mentioned how choppy the game was. What are you saying, especially in that stretch there where they kind of break people up and the game really slowed down? How are you keeping the troops rallied, keeping the lead maintained?
That our behaviors are contagious, and we all have to keep our composure, stay poised, and find a way to rally around the right things instead of getting caught up in the skirmishes when the play's dead.
Coach, past 2 games, John L's kind of been in a slump, both on efficiency and with turnovers. What can the team do to kind of get him different looks and get him out of this slump?
But I don't know if the team needs to go into these games with a mission to get anyone out of a slump. We need to play good team basketball every possession for 40 minutes, and you know, it's basketball. You turn on LeBron James, Kevin Durant tonight. Everyone doesn't play well every night, and so fortunately for us, we have a really good team. And we've just got to continue to focus on the group.
You know, Coach, Tulane having a potent offense with talented three-point shooters, and you were able to run them off the three-point line, forcing them to shoot 3 of 19. How impactful was that to today's victory?
Well, we needed to defend the 3, and we needed to keep them off the free throw line. And fortunately for us, we were able to not only get to the line more, but score more points from the free throw line as them, and that's rare. I think coming into the game, Tulane was number 2 in the country in free throw discrepancy. So we did a nice job of not fouling and basically until late. And then even their fouls and their free throws, a lot of them came on the rebound blockouts and things like that. So I thought our first shot defense was overall pretty good. It was the extra possessions. We turn it over after a stop. And those are the things that we've just got to play with much better poise.
Coach, it's been 6 days since you played your last game in Memphis, and that was really a tough ball game for you. So when you have a 6-day layoff, do you feel that affects your team really earlier in the game, or that you feel a little bit of rust, when you go extended periods of time?
I'm not sure. I thought we had a productive week of practice and preparation. So just certain things happen in the game. There's moments that change the trajectory, whether it's foul trouble, whether it's the ball movement, whatever it is. And we just have to get back to where no matter what happens, we stay in a next play mentality.
Vlad, another great game for you tonight, not just offensively, but you opened up a lot defensively as well. Can you just walk us through what you were seeing on both sides of the floor there?
To be honest, I did what I did probably 5 games, last 5 games, try to play as physically as I can, the deepest position as I can, and just shoot the most valuable shot. We value them the most, and probably most of the people value them the most. On defense, I just try to trust my teammates that they're gonna get rebound, and I'm trying to get block shots.
Lastly, if I could, do you feel that you maybe have to win out to get into the tournament? How do you see the path going forward?
I think if we win these next 2, we'll feel much better about our chances. Therefore, we won't have to be playing cheerleader, watching Big East or Big 10 or Big 12, whatever games. And that's something that I try not to get distracted with. I'm sure that the staff and players look at the projections and things, but all that does is take me away from what I need to be doing. And but yeah, we would feel much better about it, but I don't know. I haven't looked at it that close. I couldn't give you an educated answer.
Coach, was there any emphasis on trying to get the 3-point shot going tonight alongside the productive paint play?
I thought when we got to the paint and we respaced and we had, I thought our best possessions when we got to the paint, we respaced and had great nonverbal communication and synergy with the driver. I thought there were several times where we drove in and it could just be spacing 1 foot left, 2 foot right, whatever the case, and having hands ready. And for whatever reason, we just didn't have enough of those in volume. But fortunately, we were powerful enough around the paint, and then we just, all the stoppages and the F2s and the F1s and whatever happened, we just never really were able to sustain our runs.
Coach, you guys started off 6 for 14 in the first 10 minutes, but you were able to end the first half on a 19-9 run. What do you think kind of changed, or were there any adjustments made around that point?
I thought our bench brought great energy, and we were able to get some stops and get out in transition. And even in our transition game, we're not clicking the way we're capable of clicking. And so, like I said, for us to be able to get out of here with a win and make the errors that we uncharacteristically made tonight, you're feeling encouraged that we just clean a few things up, we can make a massive jump.
When things were kind of getting a little hairy with the composure issues, Gaffney seemed to be a steadying influence for you guys. Talk about him a little bit?
Yeah, I thought it seemed like he was really trying to lead like a veteran point guard should. He had great composure. He never questioned his body language or his positive energy. And so I thought he played a very, very good floor game overall.
2 more questions.
Okay, Coach, obviously you alluded to earlier today that you have North Texas and you also have Memphis coming up. You're facing them for the second time, winning one against one and then losing the other. What adjustments are you going to take from both of those 2 games? Hopefully get a second win against North Texas and try to get revenge against Memphis. Because this conference is proven that you get barn burners every single game, and these 2 are as good a teams as you can get. Vlad, you can also answer that question when the coach is done.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I was prepared for North Texas or Memphis already. All focus was on these guys, and starting today, we'll turn our attention to North Texas and make a few small adjustments this time of year. Though you're not making wholesale changes. We like our team, we like what we do, so we'll tweak a few things, but it's not going to be anything major.
Probably good prepared before, so if he doesn't know, I definitely don't know.
Last question.
Okay, thank you.
Coach, increased Lorian minutes. We found out before the game that Trey Carroll had the injury. How does the team have to operate differently on offense and defense when Lawrence on the floor? And do you plan to ramp his minutes in his absence?
I thought he brought great energy today. He made positive contributions. As far as when guys that aren't in the everyday rotation, they get in the rotation, then we have to play more in practice, and those guys find each other's idiosyncrasies that come from just experience. But he's played with them every day in practice, and so we'll have to look at different lineup combinations. But Brennan's a good basketball player that we're very, very confident and comfortable with him in the rotation.
Coach, following up on what JD mentioned about Trey Carroll, he before the game he had the brace on his shooting arm and did not play in today's game. Do you have a timetable on when he would be back with the team?
I didn't get a definitive timetable. I think he'll be back during the regular season, but I can't say for sure.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys.
you.
Appreciate it.